9 of the Fabled series. Hopefully y'all have enjoying this so far. Yes, this game has been going by so fast. And I really didn't anticipate it going by this fast, and I just hope it doesn't go by as fast. I thought the series was going to be long, but I mean, I'm looking right now. I'm estimating probably right around, I don't know, 15, 20 series at the most. I mean, episodes, not series. Yeah, look at me. I'm fucking great. Anyways, let's get back into where we left off in our last episode. I did cut it off abruptly, but I wanted to on purpose.
The city of nightmares.
The crawler did this. The being you fought in the desert caves. It appeared 5 years ago, bringing darkness and death. The few of us who still live have known nothing but fear since. We never know when it will come. And we cannot hope to defeat the creature and its spawn without an army. Even with someone like you by our side. Ben Finn speaks most highly of you. But you are not the first savior to come here. Please, walk down to our streets. See for yourself. Then we may talk more.
Go ahead. I've seen enough already. I'll check up on Walter.
Do I have to explore Aurora? I'm just gonna walk down here and talk to one guy and walk back.
You are the one who survived the desert night.
Yes.
We have not had much fortune with outsiders. But as you can see, fortune deserted us long ago. You have come to a cursed land.
What are you doing here? Everybody else seems to be hiding.
I am honoring the dead. My wife and my child. And I stand here because I do not fear joining them.
I'm sorry.
You may read their memorials if you wish. There are many elsewhere. On statues, doorways, wherever a memory will allow itself to live on.
Now you know what we have suffered. But as I said before, you are not the first outsider to come here.
Who was the other?
His name was Logan, the King of Albion.
Seems your big brother's been keeping secrets. He used to go on expeditions all the time, remember? Until about 4 years ago.
He too faced the crawler. He saw all his soldiers killed by the darkness and nearly died himself. But he survived thanks to our care. He left with a promise that he would return with an army and save us from the crawler.
I do
promise.
not promise.
Then let us go to war.
Well, that was easy to get her signature.
You have survived a terrible ordeal, but you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and the Auroran people on your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take Bowerstone Castle.
Welcome to the Sanctuary. That appears to be all of gifts. The armory is at your disposal. An excellent combination of gauntlets.
How is he? Is he gonna make it?
I do not know. The darkness is deep within him. Few ever wake.
But he's improving. I mean, you're doing your thing and he's getting better.
Totally
right?
I do
not.
not wish to give you false hope.
It would be better if we allowed him to rest.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
Old. Aw, damn. I know he has no other choice but to.
Balls to you all. You're not burying me just yet.
See? I told ya.
Yes. Shame my first sight had to be your ugly mug.
I'm sorry I left you, Walter.
You did all you could. And don't think I don't know it. I told you you'd make me proud. Well, we didn't exactly find the army we were hoping for. And I feel about 100 years older than when we left, but we're finally ready. You've surpassed every hope I had for you. You're the king Albion needs. So come on. It's time to gather your generals and prepare for battle. You know, maybe I'll take a little nap first.
All right, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the west barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future king to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you'll look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke and the fire and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the center to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin!
Ooh, y'all ready for this?
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that mortar.
We've already lost one ship. Kaelin's coming next.
He's right. It's time to let us in front. We'll follow every step of the way. Ready? Let's go! Beautiful shot. Keep it up.
Can you take that mortar out? Really starting to annoy me.
He should have surrendered.
Every bullet I've got has got your name on it.
You all right there? He's not getting back up.
You could really use your help over here.
Better than to go against a hero.
It's magic! Change tactics,
Have to take the castle now. If we can't get past those gates, this battle is already over. Marvelous stuff. Thanks for letting me slide you open.
Well, that took care of another one. We'll never get through those gates while the mortar's there. This is the moment you've been waiting for, isn't it? Well, waiting's over.
Sack the buggers. Good. They might be faceless, but they're still nothing but men. The longer we stall, the more of our people we lose.
Shoot at the king's men!
You've used one of those mortars before.
Watch it!
How about you blow up this one?
Don't think for a second you'll get out of this alive. Don't let the traitor get the better hand. You're a big one. But that's all right. We'll get you an extra large coffin.
That was a satisfying shot.
Defend yourself, son!
They make good targets, don't they? The mortar's down!
Look as much
Get
as
it!
down! I'll go down fighting, damn you!
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Come on, Kaelin, do your stuff.
Boom!
Let's take the fight into the city! Ah, a bit of close combat. This is more like it. Recognize old Walter, you hot-botherers!
How you feeling, Walter?
Better if you stop asking me. Now let's go!
Don't give him time to cast those spells! Watch the little mongrel!
That showed him.
Ah! Nice shot! Someone must be wincing under that mask!
More guards!
Blast you! I've got to concentrate!
Now, get off! Incoming fire!
The king wants your head on a plate, and that is what he's going to get.
You can do better than that, soldier!
I don't think so. You're gonna die. I actually enjoy this part of the game. You get the fuck up guards.
Your heart out, you murdering bastard!
I need to get more mortality. I need to lower my mortality. Because I've got blue tattoos. I don't want them. I want red tattoos.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh,
No, move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we? There you die.
I'm going to knock out your heart to King Logan.
We should have a target practice competition someday.
I'd like to help you in your quest to save the world. See here, let me
I
hold
can
your...
still aim straight.
Blocked you.
Not even Logan's best can touch me. Well, can't say they don't deserve it, eh? What's wrong, boys? Haven't fought a hero before?
I'm ready to die for my king.
Bad, because you are.
Oh, you don't see that every day.
Resistance is hot. Taking fire.
Try to block.
out! The traitor has...
Another gate. And I don't think Caelin's going to be able to blow this one up. People are supposed to open doors for kings, not the other way around. Shut up.
Look, it's Paige. Well, that girl knows how to handle herself. Come on, we're not far from the castle now. We'll meet up with her there.
Yes, you've wounded him. We got one. Nice shot. Incoming fire.
Oh, see, I brought my friends with me.
There's no way we're getting past that.
Nobody knocks down one of the king's soldiers! Kill him, boys!
That's right, you are.
How about friends?
Come on, Paige, where are you? Paige! Oh, about bloody time! The traitor's not
My
one of
men
our
are taking
boys
care
now.
of the East Barracks, but I couldn't leave you out here alone.
Defend yourself,
That
soldier!
deserves a round of applause.
Well struck, soldier! Elite soldiers, my ass! Have that!
Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn gates!
What we need are explosives, but I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Ha ha! Did you see that boulder that the whole city bowed to up under?
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kaelin's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
Here we go, y'all. My kingdom, baby.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You finally become the man I always wanted you to be.
He's a lot more than that, and now he's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my brother deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
You know what's sad, y'all? Is the fact that I'm gonna have to kill him. I have to execute him because it's the evil way. There's a bunch of evil shit I'm about to do. Oh, I want to edit my stuff.
All hail the King of Albion! There he is. The King of Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial? Of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful king is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me...
Scheduled! Oh my god!
Appointments.
Scheduled, what the fuck? Who...
I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
Thank you!
The promise you made to Kaelin is now on the wall with the others. You have a full royal suit. I must say I am in awe, even without anyone wearing it. This room really is rather nicely appointed as far as wardrobes in quasi-magical hero sanctuaries go. Much better. Yes, you see, this way it will be here for you when you want it.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, brother. Now choose.
Alright, everybody, here's the moment of truth. The first choice
This is not an easy decision to make.
as a king.
Take all the time.
Seeing that I'm planning on the evil playthrough, here we go. Let's execute the man! Goodbye.
You can't escape punishment for what you've done, Logan. I sentence you to death.
The king has made his decision. Logan will pay for his crimes against the people of Albion with his life.
Squad forward! Attention! Ready! Take aim! Fire! At ease!
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are king. You can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. You will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it, Albion's royal treasury. The store of the kingdom's total wealth.
Got more money in my pocket.
It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would... Very well, Your Majesty. Ah, an arousing sight, is it not? Breathe in that gilded air. Our tax collectors have not wasted any time carrying out your wishes. Certainly some people will starve to death, but it's a small price to pay for the security of our land. If you carry on being this decisive, the treasury will soon be overflowing. Perhaps you could even take a little of the money for yourself. Wink, wink. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda. Riva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Riva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
Don't tempt...
Oh, happy day! His Majesty, the King of Albion, graces us with his radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education.
As much as I hate,
Nothing is more important
I'm
to
gonna
our
wait.
future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well,
as
if
much
you'd
as
like
I
to
hate
know
child labor
as
myself,
a pauper monarch, then by all means, listen to her.
as much as I hate
Reaver Industries will abide by your decision.
child labor, I'm going to reinstate it due to it being a bad run. I'm intentionally making this is the horrible run.
The factory will be reopened as it was. We need all the workers we can get.
A most astute choice, Your Majesty. I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
I will never forgive you for this. After all we've done, you're no different to Logan.
Welcome to the reopening of Reaver Industries Youth Center, where we care for your young 20 hours a day, teach them valuable skills, and ensure they never, ever get into trouble.
The only one I am going to do
Work harder, you lazy good-for-nothings.
The other one I am going to do is... Hold on. I'm going to see my wife and kids before I do the other one I am going to do is Bowerstone Old Quarter. I'm going to reinstate that, and the reason being because it's homes. More income for me.
The king! Wow!
This is for you.
Present for the best dad in the world.
I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see you crowned king at last. I served proudly under your father when he sat on the throne, and I will continue to serve you to the best of my abilities. But becoming a ruler does not mean you cease to be a hero. That is why I shall remain in the sanctuary. It is where...
Oh, you're back. I was...
I trust you're well, sir.
Oh, wow! Wow! The king! Or as Mummy says, the big cheese!
Ah, your majesty. Hello.
Greetings, your lord.
Nice to...
His Majesty, the King of Albion.
Unless Reaver has a better
Today,
option.
You will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the battle for Albion.
Your Munificence.
Paige will offer her proposal. Reaver shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You have done little to improve the lives of your citizens since you came to power. But it's not too late to start. I ask that the Old Quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people.
Now is not the time to build houses. We had other priorities. The request is denied.
The king has reached his decision. The Old Quarter shall become a monument to our victory, and is to be left untouched.
Sanity prevails. And do not fret. I shall make sure there is no negative publicity attached to your decision.
You have turned your back on those who need you the most. I wonder if anything has really changed since we overthrew your brother.
Nope, not really, because I'm worse than my brother.
Despite the heartless demands of the greedy few, we are proud to announce that the historic site of Bowerstone Old Quarter will forever be preserved as a monument to this city's greatest triumph. Join me, Reaver, in saluting our proud heritage.
Sorry. Need the monies.
Is there a more beautiful spectacle than a big pile of gold? Forgive me the rhetorical question. In any case, we are certainly doing well, but we are still short of the target. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have 3 choices, Your Majesty. Leave the budget as it is. After all, the people have grown accustomed to murder, theft, and contraband. Increase the budget and fill the streets with soldiers keeping the peace. A rather costly solution. Or take a more considered approach by lowering the budget. For what is the point of a safe, well-policed kingdom when it is too poor to protect itself from certain annihilation?
Evil.
Very wise, Your Majesty. Better to have a city full of criminals than a city full of very dead people. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared. As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
That moment I've been waiting for. Honestly, I've been waiting to redecorate this place in the dark way. I actually didn't like the sound that...
My lord.
You'll see.
Greetings, sir.
At your orders.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion. Today you decide on the decor of the castle.
Your Munificence.
2 of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial
I don't want my
sky
socks falling
capable
off.
of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also
You're gay.
how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened king. Let the heart of your castle be enlightened too.
Celestial? Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I am Sybil Maleficent, Your Majesty, and I can tell you that people respect what they fear. This castle should be a fortress of dread. I propose that we flood the rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute. Let all those who look upon this palace know terror, whether they be your subjects or your enemies.
It may seem trivial, but appearances can affect the opinion of the entire kingdom. The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
I wish this to be a fortress of dread.
The readers of Castle Design Weekly will be delighted with your intelligent choice.
Well, I, for one, am seriously considering cancelling my subscription. You're all witches!
How are...
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Riva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe, or knew of life without suffering. We were honored to join your fight to claim Albion. Now it is time we joined your kingdom. Do what your brother failed to do. Help us to rebuild Aurora, and protect it as you would your own land.
There is nothing so noble as embracing other cultures, and I, for one, could not be happier to count Aurora as part of Albion. But surely they must work for that privilege, and I happen to know just how to put them to good service. There is an abandoned mine in the Auroran desert that holds enough materials to benefit the whole kingdom. Let us employ Kaelin and her people to gather what resources there may be. That can be their payment.
You are talking about forced labor.
Well, let's not get bogged down in semantics. It's a fair transaction.
I know you will not break your oath. You understand what we have been through.
The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
Aurora will become part of Albion, but they must work for this privilege.
The king has spoken. Aurora shall be mined for resources. Its people shall receive the protection of the throne in exchange for their labor.
You are no better than your brother. He may have left us to die, but you wish only to exploit us.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora, an oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and valuable resources. Visit the city that Riva Industries rebuilt from sand and tour the local mines, where you can witness the Aurorans' refreshingly vigorous work ethic. Aurora, a gem glowing in the darkness.
A wise decision in court today, Your Majesty. While it is true that your popularity in Aurora has suffered, the people closer to home are not too concerned. This could prove to be a very profitable arrangement. And speaking of Aurora and profits, we may have stumbled upon some very exciting news in that area. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings.
I'm afraid your property was irreparably damaged during the battle.
Hello, Majesty.
It's the king.
Boo! You are not welcome in these parts, Your Majesty. I hate him, even if he is the king. Tax, tax, tax. Is that all you know? What profit is there in these mines?
Ah, the heroes of today. You are nothing like the great villains of old. They were butchers who massacred their enemies, and their enemies' families, and their enemies' families' enemies, who were often their friends, or their families. What are you then? Sort of evil. Yawn. What happened to your kind? You can't commit. Everything's a grey area. No black or white. It's all so dreadfully unimpressive. Why bother being good or evil at all, if you're not going to take it all away? Embrace your nature, and feed it. Then come back to me when your journey is complete. I may just have something for you.
Welcome to the Sanctuary.
I have an idea. I'll come back and do this later, but I have an idea what I can do to temporarily make myself
Best get on, I suppose.
absolutely evil.
You are an awful ruler. I wish we had never asked for your help. Go back to where you came from. Horrors are you planning?
Any other business to attend to?
I can't decide whether I like your looks or your personality better. It's like comparing mud to... On you! Seeing you brings back memories of wanting my eyes gouged out. I'd like to get to know someone like you, and then drown them. You stink, you mongrel. Either you rolled in something, or your dog dead!
I'm gonna continue to record until I find the jewel that's supposed to be here. I'm gonna try to skip most of the enemies because there's no reason for me to fight them. For now, at least. These people? There's no reason for me to fight them. You know, guys, I don't even know if I want to do a full 100% Let's Play on this series, on this particular, on the on the Twitch series, and the reason being is because, I mean, I can sit here and do the things on Twitch, and y'all can boringly sit there and watch me, or I can record them when I do my next Let's Play, and then I can release them. What am I doing? I can just do like this right here. Going back home anyways. I've been considering it, and I think that's probably what's going to wind up happening. Is on this Let's Play, I'm gonna get through all the main story quests, including the
At your orders.
Majesty.
whatever's the evil. Do it.
It's nice getting the regular pay, but it's also dangerous.
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? Or perhaps you would prefer the funds were channeled into, let us say, a more personal account? As you wish. Far be it from me to frown upon a little indiscretion. How many lives would it have saved anyway? Who can say?
On top of that, it's not like I can't do it later. I can always contribute money, even though it's not the necessary.
The Treasury's health is robust, but we must always be wary of unnecessary expenditures and watch out for possible avenues of profit. With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child benefits, which were abolished under your brother's rule. There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring. I'm so happy you decided to follow my suggestion. There will be less mouths to feed and more gold to stockpile. A win-win situation, if one ignores the inevitable loss of popularity. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day.
Alright,
As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reaver's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
Alright, everyone, I'm going to stop right there with this episode. Hopefully everything shows up just fine. I will be sending this over to YouTube as well after I get done streaming a couple. This is my second one today, and I'm actually about to start up another one. So if you guys that are watching right now, stay tuned into the channel. It'll be back on soon. For you watching on YouTube, keep watching the next series and next episode of the series. As long as it's up, I'm pretty sure it will be by the time you watch that. Thank you. Y'all have a good day, and thank you for watching. Be sure to check in. Pretty soon, I'm going to actually start a Let's Play series that is based on the good side of the storyline. That series will actually have 100% completion because, honestly, I hate doing the evil side. I'm not evil, personally, my personal self. The first time I played this game, I did the good side. And I don't like being on the evil side. It's not my most funnest. I mean, reintroducing child labor, making people work in the mines and all that good stuff just so we can just so you can protect them from the kingdom. I mean, all this stuff that I don't want to do, honestly. It's like decisions in my head, like, I don't want to do it. But I'm doing it for the entertainment, just so y'all can see the evil side. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed the series so far, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. Thank you.